So hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Learn with Rishi. In today's video, we are going to study about the string functions. So basically, here you can see why we require string function basically. So let's say, imagine we have a company database. In that particular database, we have employee names stored as some employees' name are stored as in uppercase, some in mixed cases, some in lower cases. Some employees have space in between their names. Some employees' email are not company email IDs. We have to generate usernames for the employees. Okay. So also some data needs to be validated. How do companies clean such millions of employee data? So basically they make use of something called as string functions. So today we are going to study about important MySQL function from basic to advanced and also implement them practically. So let's get started with the first function, that is a length function. So what this particular length function returns? So basically, it returns the number of bytes occupied by a string. Okay, so if I write here, select length string hello. Okay, and also writing select length. Let's say I'm pasting this rupees symbol. So if I run this particular command, first command select length hello, I'm going to get output as 5 because here each character HELLO, it means it occupies 1 bytes each. So there are total 5 bytes. That's why it is giving me the answer as 5. If I run this particular command, select length and the symbol is rupee symbol. So here, what can be the answer? Here it will not give me answer 1 because the rupee symbol occupies 3 bytes. It occupies 3 bytes. That's why the answer here it is not 1. So basically length function will not tell us how many characters are there. It will tell us how much bytes are occupied. So this particular bytes occupied, it is a different concept, that is a Unicode concept. So there for every character we have a different Unicode. Then it is converted to hexadecimal. Then how many bytes each character occupies. According to that, this is decided. So my next function is char length. Now, what if we want the length of characters? So in that particular case, we will use this function that is known as a char length. So if I write now here, select char length of this particular piece symbol, then here I will not get 3. Now I will only get 1. That is a character length. Now here it will count the number of characters. Okay, I hope you understood the difference between the length function and the char length function. So if I write again character length, hello. So here I will get the answer as 5 because there are 5 characters. So if you want to retrieve the characters, then you can write char length. If you want to retrieve the bytes occupied, you can write length function. Okay. Let's move to the next function. The next function is going to be the upper. What do you mean by upper? Upper is nothing but it converts characters to uppercase. So if I write here, select upper, okay, select upper, and I give a string, let's say ratio. So if I run this particular command, it will convert this string into uppercase. Okay. One more example we can see here. Select first name, comma, upper first name from employees table. So if I run this particular command, I will get all the first name in upper cases. Similarly, we have another function. That is lower. Lower function, it will convert characters to lowercase. If I write here select lower and a string, let's say string, and similarly here lower first name from employees. If I run this particular command, I will get the lowercase characters for the string. Here also I will get the names of the employee in the lowercase character. Okay. So basically why we use this to basically standardize. So in my employees table, you can see now in the original employees table, Some names are lowercase, some names are uppercase, some names are first letter uppercase and rest of the letters are lowercase. So there is no standardization of the data. So if you want to standardize the names, you can simply use these functions lower and upper. Okay. Our next function that we are going to discuss is about concat function. What do you mean by concat function? It just joins multiple strings, joins multiple strings. So how we can provide the input here? So if I write concat, let's say my string 1 is hello, string 2 is space, string 3 is everyone. Okay. If I want to join this particular three different strings together, so I can write here select concat like this. And if I execute this, I will get hello space everyone like this. So how we can use this in a particular table? So let's see select concat first name, then space, comma last name from employee table. So if I execute this command, I will get a first name and last name from the employees table and with the space in between. This is how concat function will work. Basically, when we use this particular function, if you have to create a full name, you have first name, middle name, and last name as a different columns. You have to merge that, then we can use a concat function. Then if you have to generate some usernames, you can use a concat function. You have to generate some IDs, then you can use a concat function. Okay, there is one variation in concat function also, that is concat with separator. Concat with separator. Now, what is this particular function? So, concat with separator. Here, first we provide what is a separator. Then let's say I'm providing the strings learn with Rishi. So, this particular separator which we have provided as a first string dash. So, it will separate all these three strings with that. So, learn dash with dash. So, you get the output like this learn dash with dash. So let's move on to the next function that is substring. What do you mean by substring? Substring is a portion of a string. So it will extract a portion of a string. So basically the syntax is like this, substring. Then you have to provide which string you have to provide one string and which you have to extract a substring. So you have to provide a start index and the length of the string and the length of the substring you have to provide. So let's understand this with an example. So select substring. Let's say my string is database and I want to extract data from it or base from it. Let's say I have to extract base. So what is my start? Start index is 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth character. So my start index is fifth character. I will write here 5, comma, length, base. So I want the total length of the string substring to be 4. So 4. If I provide like this, execute, it will extract the base. So this is how you can execute substring. Let's see one more example. Let's select first name, comma, substring, first name, comma, 1, comma, 2. Sorry, 1, comma, let's say 3. So what if I execute this from employees? So I will get the first 3 characters from the first name. So I'm going to get here for Rahul, I will get RAH. For Snehal, I will get SNE. For Priya, I will get PRI. Amit, I will get IM. Like this. Let's go to the next function that is left. What do you mean by left? So this particular function returns characters from left side. From left side. So basically if I write select left and I write database. Okay. And I will provide how many characters I want from left side. Let's say 4. So if I execute this, from the left side, it will give me 4 characters. So DATA, data, extract data. Similarly, we have another function that is write. It will return characters from right side. So if I similarly write select, write database and comma 4. So it will give me 4 characters from the right side. So I will get the answer as base. From the right side, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 characters, that is base. So I hope you understood the two functions left and right. Next function is replace function. Replace means you have to replace a particular part of the string, or you have to replace any string with another string. That is nothing but replace. So how it will work? Let's say select, replace. Select, replace. You have to first provide your string. So let's say my string is hello Java. This is my string. Now, next you have to provide the particular string which you have to replace. I have to replace Java. And I have to replace Java with which particular string that you have to provide next. Let's say I have to replace Java with SQL, like this. If I execute this, I will get hello SQL. Hello SQL. So here the syntax is provide the string, then which part of the string you have to replace and with what you have to replace, that you have to provide. Okay. So basically how we can use this particular replace function. Let's say I have to select replace, let's say email, comma, my email, comma, I have to replace @gmail.com with @company.com. Okay. So from the employees table, it will take all the emails and it will replace Gmail with @company.com. So if I execute this, wherever there was gmail.com, it will replace it with company.com, company.com, like this. I hope you understood. Let's move to the next function, that is a trim function. What does trim do? It removes spaces from the both sides. Let's see one example. Select trim. So I'm writing some space at the starting, MySQL, again space. Okay. So this is my particular string, space from both the sides. If I execute this, I will get only MySQL. It will trim the spaces from both sides. Okay. So where we use this particular trim function. So if the user input has unwanted spaces, so we can remove that spaces by using the trim function. Okay. Let's move on to the next function, that is LTRIM. What is LTRIM function? LTRIM function means it will remove the spaces, but only from the left side. Remove spaces from left side. And similarly, we have RTRIM, which will remove spaces from right side. If I take the similar example here and I write here LTRIM and execute this, so the answer will be MySQL and then spaces. It will remove only spaces on the left side. And if I write here RTRIM, now the answer will be spaces and MySQL. It will remove the spaces from the right side. Okay, so I hope you understood the difference between trim, LTRIM and RTRIM. Let's move to the next function, that is INSTR. What is INSTR? So basically it finds position of substring. So basically if I write select INSTR, first I have to provide the string. Let's say my string is database and my substring is base. So it will tell me what is the position of this substring base. Okay. So it will tell me what is the position of this substring base. So I execute here, I will get answer is 5 because this particular base B, it is nothing but the fifth character. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So its position is 5. Okay, I hope you understood the what is INSTR. Let's move to the next function. Next function is locate. It is similar to INSTR, but here there is some syntax difference. So here select. First you write your substring. First you write your substring, let's say SQL, and then you mention the string. First you write a substring, then you mention the string. So I execute here, select, okay, I'm not on the function, locate. If I execute this here, I'm getting answer as 3. Okay. If I write like this also, select INSTR, MySQL, comma, SQL. Still I will get the answer same, 3. But only there is a syntax difference between these two functions, locate and INSTR. So in locate, you write first substring and then the string. In INSTR, you write the first string and then the substring. Okay. Let's move to the next function, that is reverse. From the name itself, it is clear reverse means you have to reverse the particular string. So let's say select reverse database. So what it will do, it will give us an output where it will reverse the string. So it will be ESAB8TAD. Okay. So basically this function is used in palindromes checking or any encryption logic, etc. Next function we are going to study about is repeat function. What is repeat function? This basically repeats the string. Repeats the string. So if I write here select repeat star and repeat it 10 times. And if I execute this, I will get this particular asterisk symbol 10 times. If I write select repeat hello 5 times. 5 times. So if I execute this, I will get hello, 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 hello 5 times. If you want space in between, then I type this. So we'll get hello, 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 hello. Okay. So this basically this particular function will repeat the particular string as many times you provided. So you have to the syntax is string, comma, how many times you want to repeat that string. This is basically used for masking of passwords or generating any patterns. Next function is LPAD. What is the LPAD function? It adds characters to left. Adds characters to left. Let's see one example. Select LPAD 1, 2, 3, comma, 6, comma, 0. What is this syntax basically? My string is 1, 2, 3. I have to add a 0 on the left side such that total length should be 6. So if I execute here, it will add 3 zeros from the left side because already we have a string with 3 characters. So it will pad left from left side 3 zeros so that the total length of the string will be 6 characters. Similarly to LPAD, we have RPAD also, that is add characters to right side. If I execute this particular query, it will add 0 to the right side and same such that it will add the whole string's character length is 6. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, 0. So I hope you understood the difference between LPAD and RPAD and what is the syntax of that. Next thing is format. Format function. What is format function? It formats numbers with commas. Formatting a number with comma. If I write here select format 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.89, comma 2. So here comma 2 means up to 2 decimal places you can format it, round it up to 2 decimal places. So here already there are 2 decimal places. Let's say I'm writing 8789. So it will round it to 2 decimal places and also it will format it with the commas. If I execute this, so it is rounding up to 2 decimal places 88 and it is also formatted in commas. So units place, tens place, hundreds place, comma, 1,000, 10,000, lakh, comma, 10 lakh times. So I hope I understood this. If I write particular string like this, here I am writing 0. So it will not give us a decimal place, it will round it to nearest whole number. So here is the answer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, which is the nearest whole number. And also it is formatted with the commas. So this is the use of the format function. Now what we will do, we will write one query where we will use reverse function, concat function, LPAD function together. Okay. what I want is, I want to generate employee IDs. I want to generate employee IDs, unique employee IDs. For example, I want to generate an employee ID like this. Let's say RAH0003. So I want employee ID such that the first three characters should be the initial name's first three characters in uppercase. Then these three should be the employee ID, and this zero should be padded from the left side through the employee ID. And you have to concat this everything. So here we will use a reverse, concat, and LPAD these particular functions. Let's see how we can display it. So I want to select first what I want the first three initial letters. Okay, I want the first three initial letters. So what I can write here is left function, left, first name, comma 3. So what this particular function will give me if I execute only this particular function from employees. So this particular function will give me the first three initial letters from all the first name of the employees. So RAH, SME, RAH, PRI, AMI. Okay. So I hope you understood. Now what I want is first three letters to be in uppercase. So I can write here upper and then again one bracket from employees. Now I will get all the first three initial letters in uppercase. So when this part is done, RAH. Now I want this employee ID with padded with 0 and from the left side. So how I can write this? Select LPAD, right? From the left side I have to pad. LPAD the employee ID, EMP ID, and pad it with 0. And what should be length of the string? 4. This is the syntax. Pad the employee ID with 0 from the left side to LPAD and such that the total length should be 4. Total length is 4, 0, 0, 0, 3. So if it is an employee ID 13, it will pad only 2 zeros. If the employee ID is single digit, it will pad 3 zeros. Like this. Okay. Now what I want concatenation of all these things. So this particular result and this particular results concatenation. So for that, I will use a concat function here. So select concat. Concat this, for the concat, my first string is this one, right? First string is this one, comma. My second string is LPAD employee ID 4, 0. My second string is LPAD employee ID 4, 0 and from employees. Correct? So if I execute this query now, I will get the answer that is required. So I have generated a new unique employee ID where I've used the string functions to generate some patterns. First three characters are the initial names character that will uppercase, and the rest characters are the employee ID padded with left side 0, like this. So I hope you understood how we use these string functions together. Okay, let's move to the next function, that is substring index. Substring index. What is this particular function? Basically, let's say you have to extract domain from email. You have to extract the domain from email. So how it basically works? So if I write here select email, comma, substring index, and I'm going to write here email, comma, @ comma, minus. What is particular string will do? What is particular query will do? @ here should be in inverted commas from employees table. Okay, now if I execute this particular command, I will get for this particular email, what is the domain? gmail.com. For all the emails, I'm getting the domain gmail.com. Now, what is how this particular query works? Substring index email. So, how this particular query works? So, let's see that. Select substring index email. So, in this particular email, let's say I'm going to write here Rishi @gmail.com. It is a string. It is a string. And I'm mentioning here a character @. So it will divide this particular string. Wherever there is an @ character, it will divide that string. So here my string will get divided to two parts. One is Rishi and another one is gmail.com. Now what is this -1? If I want a particular substring which is divided and that is in the right side, so I will start from negative, -1, -2, -3. If I want that particular substring from the left side, then I will write 1, 2, 3. So if I write here 1, I will get an answer as Rishi and not gmail.com. Okay. If I consider here 1, I will get an answer as Rishi. So let's say if I'm writing something like this, abc@gmail.com, one more at rate I'm adding. So how this particular command will work? Let's execute this now. So if I execute, still I'm getting the answer Rishi. This is the first from the left side 1. If I write here 2, now what answer I can get? I will get. So if I execute this, I'm getting the answer Rishi@abc. Now what will happen? Now this particular at the rate will divide into 2, Rishi@abc and @gmail.com like this. If I write here -2, and execute this. So I'm going to get now output as abc@gmail.com. If I'm writing -1, I will get output as only gmail.com. So basically this is my -1, this is my -2. And if I write -3, it will give me whole. If I write -3, it will give me the whole same particular string, rishi@abc.com. Similarly, if I write 1, this is nothing but Rishi. If I write 2, this is Rishi@abc. If I write 3, it is Rishi@abc@gmail.com. Like this. So this is the working of the substring index function. It's very important function. The next function we are going to discuss today is about regex, that is regular expression. And this is a very important function also. And only we are going to discuss about the basic regular expression function. Basics of that, because this function has so many things inside it. So we can have a separate video for this regular expression function. Today we will only discuss about the basics of this. Okay. What is this basically regex function, a regular expression function? It is used for searching patterns. Search using patterns. Let's see. I want the names starting with R. Okay. Now, I hope you remember we have already discussed one keyword, that is like keyword. This is similar to the like keyword, but a regular expression can identify complex pattern also, whereas like keyword cannot identify that complex patterns. So basically, when we have complex patterns, complex queries, we make use of regular expression function and not the like keyword. So I want the name starting with R. So I will write select star from employees where first name regex p regular expression. Now for this the syntax is if a name starts with R. So here for the starting we write like this symbol hat and R like this. Okay. So if I execute this command now, I will get all the names that are starting with R. Rahul. This is again case insensitive. Let's say I want to now write names ending with, let's say, A. So I'm going to write a query, select star from employees, where first name, regular expression. Now for end, we write dollar symbol. So I want the letter at the end as A, and end of a string indicates dollar, like this. Okay, if I execute this, I'm going to get all the names where the last letter is A. So there are other many characters also used in the regular expression function. So for that, we will have a separate video for the regular expression function. So in this particular video, we understood different string functions using MySQL. If you find this video helpful and interesting, do like, share, and subscribe our channel for more such videos. Thank you. Keep learning.